Hi guys, welcome to lesson 11.5, solving rational equations. Our objective for today is that I can solve rational proportions. Our vocab, rational equation, is an equation that contains one or more rational expressions. So honestly guys, we've done this already. We did this back in chapter 2 when we were doing lessons 2.8, 2.9, or 2.9, 2.10 when we were dealing with proportions. All right, we've done this already. So what do we need to do to solve a proportion? We use the cross products property, cross multiplication. So 5 times x plus 2 is equal to...
is equal to
3x minus 2. 3x minus 2. 3 times the quantity x minus 2. Yeah, I know, I'm going to be picky. All right, so now distribute, and you get 5x plus 10 equals 3x minus 6. And now we're back to chapter 1. Actually, no, chapter 2? Chapter 2. Like the first half of chapter 2, where you're solving for a single variable. So you subtract 3x from both sides, add 10 to both, or subtract 10 from both sides. You got 2x equals negative 16, so x equals negative 8. There you go. Cross multiplication again. We've got 3 times 7 is 21. C times c minus 4. So we got 21 equals c squared minus 4c. We're going to subtract 21 from both sides of our equation. 0 is equal to c squared minus 4c minus 21. And here we are in chapter 9 again. Factoring, we're looking for products of negative 21 that add up to negative 4. Well, that would be a negative 7 and a positive 3. So our two solutions are going to be 7 and negative 3. Okay, letter C. Cross multiply. You guys try these on your own, then come back and check your work. So we've got 6 times the quantity, 6x plus 7, equals 10 times the quantity, 2x plus 9. 36x plus 42 equals 20x plus 90. So we're going to subtract 20x from both sides of our equation. We're left with 16x plus 42 equals 90. Subtract 42 from both sides. 16x equals 48. Divide by 16, x equals 3. Letter D. We've got 2 times y plus 1, and 3 times y minus 1. 2y plus 2 equals 3y minus 3. Subtract 2y from both sides. 2 is equal to y minus 3. Add 3, y equals 5. Okay. All right, now problem 5. Yep, we're skipping 2, 3, and 4. Or sorry, we're skipping 1, 2, and 3, and we're doing 4 and 5. So we are checking to find an extraneous solution. So remember, these were ones that would make a denominator 0. All right. So x plus 3 times x plus 5 equals 6 times x plus 5. So we got x squared plus 8x plus 15 equals 6x plus 30. Subtract 6x and 30 from both sides. And you have x squared plus 2x minus 15 equals 0. So x plus 5 and minus 3. So our two solutions are x equals 5. Sorry, x equals negative 5 and x equals 3. But we want to see which ones are extraneous. So let's plug them in. Negative 6 over negative 3 plus 5. Negative 3 plus 5 is...
Where are you?
Sorry, I was...
What'd you do? You went here?
I was substituting into that one first.
Okay, so you went over here?
Yep.
Negative 5. Okay.
Okay, so negative 5 plus 5 is
0.
0. So 6 over 0 is...
6.
6 over 0 is... What is 6 divided by 0?
Oh, you can't divide by 0. Sorry.
So it is, what do we call that word?
Undefined.
Undefined. All right. So there you go. Right now you see that that is our extraneous solution because it can't be a solution because it's undefined. Okay? And if you plug in 3, you would see that, 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 plus 5 is 8. You get 6 over 8 for both of the fractions.
I'm with
All right.
you now.
Huh?
I'm with you now.
All right. Let's see. Letter B, now we need to multiply. So we've got negative 2 times x squared minus 4 is equal to x minus 4 times x minus 2. So we've got negative 2x squared plus 8 equals x squared minus 6x plus 8. So we're going to subtract 8 from both sides and add 2x squared to both sides.
Because we don't want a negative coefficient.
Yep. I mean, you guys could try factoring negative coefficients on A. We haven't done it. It's doable. All right, so you get 3x squared minus 6x. So you can factor out a 3x. And you've got an x minus 2. And this is all equal to 0. So we can have x equals 0 or x equals 2. So let's plug it in and see which one is our extraneous. So plug in 0 squared. 0 squared is 0 minus 4. You've got a negative 4 there. You got a negative 2 on the other side. Now if we plug in 2, 2 squared minus 4, well, that would be 0.
And that would be 0.
That would be 0. So we know that 2 is our extraneous solution. Okay, so we got 2 more for you guys to do. Try them out, and then we'll go over them. So cross multiply x minus 3, or sorry, 1 times x plus 1. And then you've got x minus 3 times x plus 1. So x plus 1 is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 3. Subtract x and 1 from both sides of our equation. And you are left with x squared minus 3x minus 4. So we're looking for factors of negative 4 that add up to negative 3. So you've got x minus 4 and x plus 1. So your 2 solutions are 4 and negative 1. And if we look up there, we can see, well, negative 1 would make our denominator 0. So that would be our extraneous solution. Letter D, cross multiply again. We've got x times the quantity x minus 3. X minus 3. And then we've got x minus 3 times x minus 6. Multiply it out, you get x squared minus 3x equals x squared minus 9x plus 18. Subtract an x squared and add a 3x to both sides. 0 is equal to negative 6x plus 18. So now we can go ahead and solve, factor that, take out a negative 6. So we've got a 3, x equals 3. So is there an excluded value in this one?
Nope.
Nope, there is none. Okay. So just because, and the reason I did that there is just because we're creating something that's being squared does not necessarily mean that there's going to be an excluded value involved. All right, so make sure you write down any questions you have, write down a short summary of the lesson, and we will see you in class.